Here is a Mazda CX-5. Before we get started though, let me give a quick shout out to Naya Motors Inc. for letting us use the car today to film the videos. They are a used car dealer here in Ottawa, Canada. Check out the link in the description for their entire inventory. Now let's go ahead and get started. Open the driver's side door, pull the primary hood release lever there. Now in front of the vehicle, right on top of the Mazda emblem, a little bit to the driver's side to the left, put one finger in there and push it. Yep, lift up the hood. This would require a prop rod. Get the rod out and put it in that slot with the arrow marking it, like that. Pull it back and you're good. First we'll start with the passenger high beam bulb, then the passenger low beam, then the driver high beam, and finally the driver low beam bulb. Now for the passenger high beam bulb, what we need to do is get a 10mm socket ratchet or a 10mm wrench, because we need to get this windshield washer nozzle out of the way. And we will also need a flathead screwdriver, preferably 2 screwdrivers for the high beam bulbs. Okay, let's go ahead and get the 10mm socket ratchet combination and get that one bolt over there off. Get that bolt off, keep it somewhere safe. Now get the screwdriver and put it in there and try twisting and turning it to pry it out. So do some twisting and turning, it comes off, and then once it's loose enough, just pull it out straight with your hand, and there it is, it comes off. There is a clip that's holding it in place. The clip goes in that hole over there. Now let's get this nozzle out of the way and put that bolt back in so we don't lose it. Good, now the nozzle is out of the way. That's the bulb. The way to access it is behind it over there. Let's reorient ourselves, and that's the bulb right over there. Yep, what we have to do is first press down the electrical connector and get it off. Yeah, you have to press down right over there. So press down and try sliding the connector off the bulb. But the problem is that no matter what you do, it's very likely it's just stuck over there. Try it for like 5 minutes and it just won't come off. And that's okay. If yours comes off, that's great. But if it doesn't, get the screwdriver and use a screwdriver to push down over there. And then push down the connector with your hand. Or if that doesn't work either, get the second screwdriver. Press the clip down with one screwdriver and use the other screwdriver to get the connector off the bulb itself. Like slide it down. Just the way I'm showing. Again, even this is going to take a few seconds, so just be patient with it, but eventually it comes off. And trust me, this is the hardest part. After that, it's all easy. All we have to do now is just twist the bulb left. The bulb is now loose. Grab the bulb and pull it out straight. There it is. Let's take a closer look at the bulb. The bulb size is right there on it. 9005. 9005 is what you need to get. Get the new 9005 size bulb and put the bulb back in. Now when it's in, it should look like this. See, all the black part of the bulb is behind the metal part. Like none of the black part is sticking out. So the bulb is flush, sitting in there. Just grab the bulb and twist your right. Once we twist your right, it's locked in place. Now let's get the connector. It only goes on in one way. Put it on and then slide it on and click it in place. And you're done. Now for the low beam bulb, first let's just reorient ourselves. Once we get down there, that's the high beam bulb we just worked on. You look to the left over there, the one with the green label, that's the low beam bulb. But the way to actually access it is, what we'll do is we'll look through the peephole, look through this hole down there. So we'll look through this hole and we'll put a hand down there, and that's how we'll coordinate our hand motions. So once you look in that hole, you look down at an angle and you'll find the bulb. That's right there. Good. Now to get this bulb off, just press down the electrical connector and slide it off. This one is relatively easy, it just comes right off. It's not going to be stuck on there like the high beam bulb. So just press down, get the connector off, just grab the bulb and twist it left to loosen it. And now you can just get the bulb out. There it is, the bulb size is right there on it, H11. H11, that's the bulb size number. Get the new bulb and put it in. When you put the bulb in, it should sit flush like this. See how it's just sitting on, nothing sticking out. It just goes right in the light. Once it looks like that, just twist it right, lock it in place, put the connector back on, and push it on to lock it in place, and you're done. Let's get the bolt off, put the windshield washer nozzle back in its place, just align it and push it down. Now let's put the 10mm bolt back on and tighten it down all the way, and we are then done over here on the passenger side. Let's move on to the driver's side. That's the high beam bulb, and this one is so easy. The bulb is right there, same bulb size, same process, same everything, and it's so much easier to access it. But if you have a different looking clip, like looks like someone worked over here previously, but if you have a different looking clip, the one looks like this, again just get the screwdriver, and this is how you pull the electrical connector off. Once you get the connector off, it's the same bulb, 9005, and you know how to change it. Moving on to the low beam bulb, that's where you'll put your hand in. But when you are trying to see it, again, you'll use this peephole to coordinate your hand motions. And this time around, we're going to give you a different look. I'm going to point the camera from top here so you know what it looks like when you're actually working on it. Get the connector off, twist the bulb, get it out, same bulb, H11, no differences whatsoever. H11 bulb just as the passenger side. Put the bulb back in. And when you put the bulb back in, you may have to do some twisting and turning to actually get it to sit. Right? See how it's sitting in now? It just goes in. Good. That's what you want. Once it's in place like this, just twist the bulb right to lock it in place. And now it's locked. Put the electrical connector back on, slide it on, and click it in place, and we're done here. That's it. See how easy the whole process was? We changed all the bulbs on this car in less than 10 minutes. Now in order to close the hood, first push it, get load off the prop rod, get it out of the slot over there, put it back in its place, lower the hood, and then slam it shut. Hope you found it useful.